Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy Wednesday. I pray you are having an amazing day. Oh, man, I just had a great morning with some of my sister friends this morning, chatting with them, checking in with them. Man, if you got some good sister friends, put in a comment and be like, I love my sister friends. Tag them, let them know, hey girl, I love you, whatever, because I am forever grateful for my sister friends. But today I wanted to chat with you guys because, as many of you guys know, I am already starting to we've already been in the process of moving out this week from the mall. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about when God says move, how do you move? Um, you know, when God tells you to move, you should be prepared and willing and trusting him enough that you got this. It's like, you know what, God? All right, if it's time for us to move forward in something, I have to believe what it is you're telling me that I must do at this moment. I remember on Monday we were leaving and we were packing up the trucks and the vans, and my dad was there and he said, Nicole, it's time. And I was like, yep. But then I'm like, Dad, it's time for what? He said, it was time for you to move. He said, when God is ready for you to move, the well will begin to dry up. And I'm like, you are absolutely right. As everything was shifting, the finances were shifting as well. Like it was like, you know what? No, it's time for you to go. And so earlier today, I ran across this quote, and it says, when God is getting ready to shift you, he will disrupt your comfort zone. Your place of comfort will become your place of instability. All right? Your place of comfort will become your place of instability. So there will be moments that when it's time to move, how many times have you planned on moving and just did not move? For whatever reason, you were like, you know what? I'm not ready to move yet. It's not my time. But then things begin to shake. Things begin to shift. Things begin to change. I am forever grateful. The other day, Mom Frida was at the boutique with me, and she was wrestling with something she needed to tell me. And the one thing she reminded me, she said, every business you've started, she said, even though I didn't know you back then, but every business you've started has started with you and God in the home. It all started. Your daycare business started. Your jewelry business started. Everything you've done has started in the home when it's you and God. And you, Nicole, have gotten to a place that you are now allowing, as you've hired people, you've gotten other people's input, you've allowed the things that they say and whatever to shift you. She said, and God is getting you back to you and him. And at that moment, from the voice of a mother, I began to break. And she's like, your grandmother now, your mom, it's about your family in this season. And man, at that moment, I began to embrace everything that I've been seeking God about throughout this whole process. So I just want to encourage you that when it's time to shift and move and make some major changes in your life, it's going to become uncomfortable first. But I want to encourage you to seek the Lord, prepare your heart and mind for the next move. Because just because you have a move does not mean it's the end. All right? Listen to God. Learn to faithfully listen to God so you can become a faithful servant. All right. So when he shifts you and when it's time for you to move, at that point, you're in a place where God is like, all right, so you hear my voice, you know what I'm supposed to do. All right. But consider what God wants you to do. God may want you to move with him or to go somewhere, or he may want you to leave something behind, such as a relationship, a position, or comfort zone. All right. So when he moves you, and many times we're leaving something behind. So even though I left the mall, but I've gained so much. I've gained some new clients, some new relationships. The mission was accomplished. I committed that while I am there, I would pray for people. There are moments we prayed for people in the store. The atmosphere was always set. But now that same thing, I need to shift and move to the next level. All right. So consider what God wants you to achieve. Moving can help you consider what you would make for a balanced, healthy schedule in your life. And I'm telling you, now that I've moved, everything I need is in pretty much one location. I got my daycare next door. I got my corporate office here, my boutique upstairs. So shifting is not always a bad thing. But when you do it the way God wants you to do it, it may become uncomfortable. But I just encourage somebody today to make sure you hear from God, that you move when he says move. If you take too long, you might miss it. You may miss your window of opportunity. You see, I had an opportunity a few months ago. It wasn't the right timing. All right. But when the timing is right, everything will fall into place. So I just wanted to say it's time for some of you to shift. All right. And whatever it is in your life that this applies to for you. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. I can't wait. I probably will go upstairs and kind of do a little video of the boutique so you guys can see our work in progress. But I love you guys. Have an amazing day. I love you. Live on purpose.